Good afternoon, kindergarten. I'm going to be teaching you your math lesson today. So today in math, we are learning to compare within 5. And by the end of this lesson, you will be able to compare numbers using drawings. The first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to share my screen and we are going to play, I am going to play a game with Mrs. Diaz, okay? Now, this week we've been working on greater and less, okay? Remember, greater means more, a bigger amount. Less is less, a smaller amount, okay? We've been learning about that this week. So we have some dice, okay? We're gonna be playing a dice game. Ms. Diaz and I are gonna roll the dice, and we're both gonna roll the dice once. Whoever has the greater amount, the one with more, will color in the spaces in the red. Whoever has less will color in their spaces on the right with the blue. Okay, here's my dice, and I'm gonna roll first. Say hi to Miss Diaz. Hi, Miss Diaz. All right, here we go. What did we roll? Oh, let's count and see how much I rolled. 1, 2, 3, 4. I rolled 4. Now it's Miss Diaz's turn to roll the dice. Let's count. 1, 2, 3. Miss Diaz rolled a 3. So let's look and compare our two dice. Which one shows more, the greater amount? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. Mrs. Alexander has more. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to color in 4 squares. I'll do it in red. Okay. 1, just like my square. You want to hold that up? Thank you. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and Miss Diaz had 2. And Miss Diaz, we'll have Miss Diaz be, or 3, I'm sorry. We'll have Miss Diaz be the blue pen and I'll be the red. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, let's roll again. Let's go to our dice. And roll. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Miss Diaz's turn to roll.
Oh, friends, how many do we have here?
1, 2. So I had 6.
And I have 2.
Which one is greater? Who has the more amount? I would say mine, right? If you put it next, there are more dots on my dice than what Miss Diaz has. So I'm going to go over to my thing. Oh, it erased it on us. That's okay. We can quickly draw that back in there. Okay, and I had 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And before, Miss Diaz did have 3. 1, 2, 3. And the time before, in this time, she had rolled 2. 1, ooh, sorry, got a little messy there. 2. All right, time to roll again. Okay. All right, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had rolled 5. Your turn, Miss Diaz. Let's count. 1, 2, 3. So if I rolled 5 and Miss Diaz rolled 3, we can count and see who has more. If I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Miss Diaz only has
1, 2, 3.
I have more. I have the greater amount. So I'll go back here. I'm gonna have to color them back in because for some reason it doesn't wanna, it goes onto my other page, but I had 4 the first time. I remember. And I had 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this time I had 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Miss Diaz had, the first time she had 3. Let me change my color. 1, 2, 3. And her second roll, she rolled 2. 1, 2. And her last roll, she rolled 3 again. 1, 2, 3. So if you look here, I had filled up my whole grid, right? I filled up my whole scoop boxes, all are filled. So I had the greater amount. Miss Diaz had the less amount. Okay, nice job, students. I'm gonna go on to our next lesson. Okay, now here what we're gonna do is we're gonna really look at the number, or at the word more and fewer. Now remember, more means greater. I have more of something. Fewer means less. So we need to look at our dots here first. Let's look at our dots. It wants me to first count the dots, write the number, and then draw more dots than there are up on the top. So first I need to count. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to write the number 3. And I need to draw more counters, more than 3. So I'm going to start drawing my counters. 1, 2, 3. Right now I have the same amount. I'm going to do one more, right? Because now there are more counters on the bottom than I have on the top. I have more. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I actually had one more. And I can see that by kind of lining them up, right? That one had that one for a partner. That one. That one. Oh, and then just this one's left over. All right, now I'm going to go down to my next one. It says draw fewer. So I need to draw less. Okay, first I need to count, write the number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5. So I'm going to write my number 5 down, make a belly, put a hat. Now fewer, that means less. So I need to have less. So I'm just going to draw 1. I drew less, I have the smaller amount, right? In my 5 frame. And I'm gonna draw 1 because I only made 1 counter. All right, let's go to our next one. Move it down a little bit, oops. Wrong way. There we go. So here I have 0. 0 means nothing, but I need to draw more than 0. Okay, first I'm going to write my 0, my number 0. 0, meaning nothing. There is nothing here. Nothing to count, 0, but I need more. So any number higher than 0 will work. So I'm going to draw 2. 1, 2. I drew 2. So now I need to write my number 2. 2. Great. Let's go to the next one. I need to find fewer, the less amount. Let's pick yellow. Let's count. 1, 2, 3. There were 3. Students, notice how they didn't start over on the corner over here at the beginning. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change how many there are. There are still 3. So it doesn't matter where I start. I'm actually going to maybe start over here. Remember, I need to draw fewer, a less amount. I know that. So anything that comes before 3, I can draw. I could do 0, I could do 1, or I could do 2. I'm going to do 2. 1, 2. So it doesn't matter if I put my counters here or over here. They're still less. So that's why it's very important that you do count. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And I'm going to write my number 2. There. All right, guys. That was a lot of fun. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go into Class Kick and you are going to work on your quiz. Parents, please make sure that the students do this by themselves. You'll listen to your directions that are given on Class Kick and complete your assignment. Thanks. I had a lot of fun with you. Bye.